Hello and welcome back to my RC channel. I'm Andy RC, and today I'm going to be doing a video that I have wanted to do for a while now. I'm going to be racing a brushed quadcopter against a brushless quadcopter, keeping the theme micro, of course, to make it fair. But before I get onto that, I just want to show you something that turned up in the mail today. This is Drone Zone. It is a multi-rotor magazine that I have subscribed to. It deals with everything that we are interested in. It does product reviews, components, and RTF quadcopters. It's a really good magazine, so I'll put a link in the description if you wish to subscribe to it. Also, I think it's UK based only though. So another thing that I want to update you on, you may have seen my video where I reviewed this Lantian frame from T-Mart, and a few of you commented that the link in the description didn't work and it said that it was discontinued, and I contacted T-Mart and they said that because they were shipping it with this incorrect camera, they wanted to repackage it, and so they've sent me a link to this now, so I'll put that in the description. Anyway, that's enough of the update. Let's get on to racing these two. So what have we got here? Well, you'll recognize this one. This is the Taro 130 that I reviewed on the channel previously, and here we have a brushed quadcopter. Now this has been sent in to me by a friend named Michael. He's not just any friend though. His username is MJ666, and you may recognize that username because it is credited on Betaflight. So Michael is one of the original designers of the AlienFlight controller board, and what he has sent me here is one of his frames with an AlienFlight prototype F4 controller, which means that it can run at 8 kilohertz for the PID loop controller and also the gyro as well, which is just mind-blowing, which should mean extra smooth PIDs. And if the AlienFlight version 2 board is successful, then hopefully we'll get to see this one, an F4 brushed flight controller, which is pretty cool. Anyways, Michael actually sells these frames on eBay. I'll put a link in the description to that because it's a really nice frame. It is so strong, and I also really like these motor holders as well. They look after the wires underneath there, and I really like how he has built this as well. So we've got some ties there for the motors, and we are also running some rolling spider props there as well. They're a little bit dirty. Apologies for that, Michael. So I've also put one of the FX797T cameras up the front because they are just really good, and I have plugged that directly into this 5-volt regulator that is on this board here. So, how am I going to race these two? Well, I'm going to be the pilot for both of them, which doesn't bode well for either of them because I more like to fly freestyle than racing through gates. But I have set up a little FPV course just on the field there, and it more sort of favors micros because it's really tight and there's not really any fast flying parts, which sort of more favors the brushed quadcopter. Now, I know a lot of you will be thinking the brushless quadcopter is going to absolutely annihilate this, but I have flown both of them individually around this track, and they both feel about the same. This thing has got a load of punch, which is helpful for acrobatics. However, in forward flight, it doesn't feel any different than this brushed quadcopter. These fly really good in forward motion. They're just not good at punch out. So if you can get some nice tilt on there with the lightweight frame and this one being a bit heavier but having more power, I think they're about even matched, and I've been interested to see if it's possible to race them. So that's what I'm going to do today. So what I'm going to do is take off, and I'm going to do 4 laps of each individually, but then I'm going to overlay them so it's going to look like they're flying both at the same time. Hopefully it will work, and I'm really interested to see which one is going to win. So place your bets now, let's go and fly. So I'm going for a takeoff, and it seems like both quadcopters have had a pretty good start. However, it seems like the brush model is slightly ahead, and as we get to the lamppost, it's pretty much neck and neck again. And through the trees there, I think the brush model is just slightly ahead, and approaching the bin, and the brush model has gone wide, and now they are both pretty much neck and neck as we go through the hill. And around the lamppost, it does seem like the brush model is ahead as we go through this slalom here and over the hill and then round the bin, and it does look like the brush model has gone wide. So back over the hill again, it is absolutely neck and neck. You can see there in the split screen we are side by side as we fight for position. It did look like the brushless model was slightly ahead there, and as we go round this bin, the brushless model has lost a little bit of time and the brush model is ahead as we go round the lamppost and through the trees. The brush model is ahead quite substantially, and there you go. We freeze frame on the finish line, and it seems like the brushed model just slightly clinched it there. So there you go, in this particular scenario, the brushed model actually won. Now, I know that a lot of people will be saying if this was in a bigger space then it would have killed it, and if you'd have flown this one better, it should have killed it as well. And I have just done this for fun, honestly. I understand that I have flown brush models a lot more than I have flown brushless models, and I was well aware that if this one crashed into me or into anything else, it could have done a lot more damage than this one. So I probably had more confidence than this one. I am sure if I spent more time with this one, it would win. However, in this scenario, this one was the winner, and I knew that it would be close while I was flying it, and it was really close. That was a great race, I thought. Anyway, so there you go. That is my race against brushed and brushless quadcopters. I hope you enjoyed this video. As always, thanks so much for watching. Please continue to subscribe. Cheers.